Hi viewers, welcome to this session wherein we are going to discuss yet another important reaction mechanism in organic chemistry, especially belonging to aromatic hydrocarbons chapter. This reaction is nothing but Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation reaction. We all know pretty well that benzene has 3 pi bonds, yet benzene has 3 pi bonds. It doesn't prefer to undergo addition reactions because of the higher stability due to aromaticity. We know that in benzene, all the 3 pi bonds will be rotating as a pi electron cloud above and below the plane of benzene ring. The interesting class of reactions in benzene are electrophilic substitution reactions, because benzene is electron rich in nature. An electrophile which is in search of electrons or electron density can easily approach benzene to get a substituted product without disturbing the aromaticity. Now let's go to the board to discuss the important aspects of Friedel-Crafts acylation as well as alkylation reactions. In Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction, benzene is made to react with an alkyl halide, namely RX, in the presence of AlX3 or FeX3. AlX3 or FeX3 will be serving as a Lewis acid. Then the final product obtained is alkyl benzene. So alkyl benzene with the elimination of HX. So this reaction is referred as Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. Now let's look at an example for this Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. Here I am making benzene as a substrate to react with methyl chloride CH3Cl in the presence of AlCl3, a Lewis acid. Then we are going to get methyl benzene, which is also called as toluene, as our product, along with a byproduct, namely HCl. Let us look at one more example of Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. I am taking benzene. I am making this benzene to react with N-propyl chloride. N-propyl chloride is nothing but 1-chloropropane. It is a primary alkyl halide. Now, when this reaction occurs in the presence of Lewis acid, namely AlCl3, what is the product that we envisage? We normally envisage N-propyl benzene formation like this, CH2, CH2, CH3. But this is not the product that you are going to get. Then what is the product? The real product formed in this reaction is isopropyl benzene. So to know what is happening inside this reaction, we need to really focus on the mechanistic path of this Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. Now when we look at the mechanism of electrophilic substitution reactions of benzene, there are 3 important steps. What are they? The first step is the generation of the electrophile. The second step will be the attack of the electrophile on the benzene ring to form initially a pi complex, then onto a sigma complex. The third step is the deprotonation step, which is very fast. So totally in the mechanism of electrophilic substitution reactions of benzene, we have 3 steps. They are generation of electrophile, attack of the electrophile on the benzene nucleus, and deprotonation. Let's go to the board to discuss the electrophilic substitution reaction mechanism of benzene, especially with reference to Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation. When we focus on the mechanism of this particular reaction, initially an alkyl halide molecule, I am taking alkyl chloride here, will react with AlCl3 molecule, which is acting as a Lewis acid. When we look at the structure of this AlCl3, we know pretty well AlCl3 is a covalent molecule with a triangular plane shape like this, and around aluminum we have 3 covalent bonds consisting of a total of 6 electrons. So it has only a sextet configuration. Hence this molecule is electron deficient species. Therefore this serves as an electrophile. So what is an electrophile? Electrophile is electron loving species. Why it is loving electrons? Because it is lack of octet configuration. It has only 6 electrons around it. Therefore, if any species, if it is having more number of electrons, then this species will be ever ready to accept electron density from that particular molecule. In this particular reaction, our alkyl halide molecule is having 3 lone pairs of electrons on halogen. So, therefore, this electron density of chlorine can easily attack the aluminum site of AlCl3. Okay? So that serves our first part of the mechanism. Step 1. So because of the transfer of electron density from halogen of alkyl halide to a Lewis acid, we are going to get this structure. So RCl, another bond with aluminium, and this aluminium is already having 3 chlorine atoms attached. So this fourth bond is because of the donation of the electron density from chlorine to aluminium. Because chlorine has lost its electrons, it's going to get the plus charge. Because this aluminium is getting the electron density, it will be forming the negative charge. As a result, this particular molecule is least stable. Hence, this bond present between the alkyl group and halogen will be cleaved like this heterolytically to form the carbocation as shown here, and this process is in equilibrium. As a result, we are going to get AlCl4 minus and R plus. The electrophile obtained in step 1, namely R plus ion in this case, will attack the benzene ring. Because benzene is having 3 pi bonds, so more amount of electron density is there. The electrophile is in need of electron density, therefore it is coming and attacking the so-called benzene nucleus, and it bonds with the pi electrons initially to form a pi complex. So when this particular R plus ion is far away from benzene nucleus, it forms initially a pi complex as shown here. This is how it forms the pi complex. But this pi complex is rather unstable, immediately gets converted to a sigma complex as shown in the following step. So in benzene there are 3 pi bonds like this. So when electrophile, namely R plus, approaches quite closer to benzene ring, then one of these 3 pi bonds gets polarized onto the electrophile. As a result, a sigma bond will be formed between the electrophile incoming and the benzene ring as shown here. Ultimately, because this pi bond is shifted, this carbon is losing its electron, hence it gets the positive charge. So this is the intermediate carbocation formed in this particular reaction. This is the slowest step, which is also called as rate determining step in this particular mechanism. So here the carbocation intermediate formed is highly stable because it is stabilized by the so-called resonance due to the pi bonds available. So the resonance hybrid of this particular canonical forms can be represented like this. We have a benzene ring, we have an alkyl group here. Mind you, this is the sp3 carbon which is also possessing a hydrogen. For clarity's sake, we are not writing the hydrogen, but there is a hydrogen here. So all the remaining carbons are sp2 carbons, wherein the positive charge is distributed throughout, hence the positive charge is written like this. So this is our intermediate carbocation resonance hybrid. Now, in step 3, the intermediate carbocation obtained in step 2 will lose a proton very fast, and then it forms the final product as shown here. So I have this carbocation formed in step 2, the hydrogen here, the positive charge here, and then the pi electrons like this. Now very fastly this is losing a proton. It's a fast step, minus H plus like this. The sigma electrons of this particular hydrogen will be shifting like this, and then the H plus will be removed. So what is the final product that we are getting? We are getting an alkyl benzene as shown here. So it is an electrophilic substitution reaction product, namely alkyl benzene. That's it. Now what are the other molecules that can participate in the Friedel-Crafts reaction? Already I told you benzene participates. Other than benzene, toluene, chlorobenzene, all these molecules like furan, pyrrole, they also can participate in this Friedel-Crafts reaction. However, when strong electron withdrawing group is attached to benzene ring, then that cannot participate in Friedel-Crafts reaction. For instance, nitrobenzene cannot participate in Friedel-Crafts reaction. Until now we have seen Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. Now let us focus on the Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. In Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction, we are treating benzene or a substituted benzene with acyl chloride. So the intermediate form, that is namely acyl carbocation, will attack the benzene ring to form acyl benzene. Let's go to the board to discuss this particular reaction in detail. During acylation of benzene, benzene will react with acyl chloride, namely RCOCl, in the presence of a Lewis acid like AlCl3, and forms acyl benzene. So this is the product obtained. Now let's look at the mechanism of this reaction. Here, initially in step 1, acyl chloride will react with AlCl3. I told you already, AlCl3 is electron deficient species which is acting as a electrophile. Therefore, this is attracting the electrons of this chlorine atom. As a result, a heterolytic cleavage of the CCl bond occurs. Hence, you are getting AlCl4 minus and RCO plus. This is the carbocation generated. This is the electrophile generated, which is attacking in the subsequent steps of the mechanism. So in this particular reaction, acid chloride is treated with AlCl3, the Lewis acid, and it forms the corresponding acyl carbocation, which is acting as an electrophile, and we are getting the byproduct AlCl4 minus ion. So in step 2, the electrophile obtained in first step reacts with the benzene ring initially to form a pi complex, which is unstable. Therefore, it readily forms a sigma complex, namely intermediate carbocation, and towards the end, due to resonance, we get the resonance stabilized carbocation. See, this is similar to the alkylation of benzene mechanism by Friedel-Crafts reaction. Therefore, I am not writing all the steps here. I am writing only the last step. And we know pretty well this step is the slowest step or rate determining step of this reaction. So what is the product obtained here in this step? In this step, the product obtained is an intermediate carbocation with acyl electrophile substituted like this, and the two pi bonds are located. And we know very well there is a hydrogen at this particular carbon because this is an sp3 carbon. Now, in step 3, the intermediate carbocation obtained in step 2 loses a proton very rapidly because of the driving force from AlCl4 minus, as shown here. The AlCl4 minus is coming and it is the driving force to remove the proton. Therefore, this particular bond shifts onto this CC bond. As a result, rapidly there is a loss of proton to get the acyl benzene final product, C double bond O R. You can write like this, or you can even represent the pi electrons inside the benzene ring. nicely like this. Either way, it's correct. Now let's focus on the synthetic applications of this Friedel-Crafts alkylation or acylation reaction in organic chemistry. Especially when N-propyl chloride is taken, we are going to get isopropyl benzene as a product, which is also called as cumene. And this cumene is highly useful in the industrial preparation of phenol. And from this phenol, one can get salicylaldehyde by Reimer-Tiemann reaction. From this salicylaldehyde, one can go to the drug preparation, namely aspirin. So let's look at this particular reaction on the board. Now let us focus on one or two applications of this particular Friedel-Crafts alkylation or acylation reactions in organic synthesis. I am considering benzene, and somebody asked me to prepare salicylic acid or for that matter aspirin from benzene. Then how do I do that? I have taken benzene. I am treating this benzene with N-propyl chloride in the presence of AlCl3 like this. Then what is the product obtained? We all know pretty well, it is cumene, nothing but isopropyl benzene, because here Wagner-Merwin rearrangement occurs. Therefore, a primary carbocation generated in the course of the reaction is converted to secondary carbocation. So therefore, the final product here is isopropyl benzene, which is also called as cumene. This on aerial oxidation followed by hydrolysis gives, initially aerial oxidation gives cumene hydroperoxide. On hydrolysis, we are going to get phenol as a major product. This phenol on Reimer-Tiemann reaction, that is nothing but reaction with chloroform and KOH, gives salicylaldehyde, or for that matter, even when we deal this particular phenol with carbon tetrachloride, directly we'll be getting the so-called salicylic acid. This salicylic acid on further acetylation with acetic anhydride gives acetyl salicylic acid, a famous drug, namely aspirin. So this is how one can get a conversion. The second application, let us focus on the alkyl substitution of chlorobenzene using Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. So I have taken chlorobenzene and treating it with, let us suppose, methyl chloride in the presence of AlCl3 aloes acid. Then we know very well chloro is ring deactivating but ortho para directing group. Therefore the substitution occurs at ortho and para. Therefore the product obtained is a mixture of orthochlorotoluene and also parachlorotoluene. However, as the bulkiness of the alkyl group increases, para product obtained will also increase. So that point one should keep in mind. In third application, I am going to focus on Friedel-Crafts acylation. Somebody asked me to prepare N-propyl benzene from isopropyl benzene. So CH2, CH2, CH3. I cannot use my Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction here, because when I take up this particular N-propyl chloride for doing my reaction in presence of AlCl3, what happens? I am going to get isopropyl benzene but not N-propyl benzene. Therefore, I cannot take up this particular route to prepare N-propyl benzene from benzene. For that, I am using Friedel-Crafts acylation like this. I am taking propanol chloride. Propanol chloride is nothing but C double bond O, Cl, CH2, CH3. So this propanol chloride on treatment with benzene in the presence of AlCl3 gives me propanol benzene, nothing but phenyl ethyl ketone like this. I am taking this ketone and doing a Clemmensen reduction, that is nothing but reduction in the presence of zinc amalgam and concentrated HCl. What does this particular reaction do? We all know pretty well, in Clemmensen's reduction, the ketones or carbonyl compounds are converted to corresponding alkanes, that is a C double bond O group here is converted to CH2. As a result, I will be getting N-propyl benzene here. So that's it.